Kenny, it's an honor to be doing radio with you today.
Is it?
It is. These are the moments. These are the days that when I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to be thinking about coming on after another humiliating loss in Pittsburgh.
The problem I have is that I have nothing new to really say. I don't think I have anything new to say.
We should have enough banked that AI can do it for us.
Don't
in
tempt them with that. That's a really bad idea.
I understand that.
That's a really, really, really bad idea.
Reckless speculation.
But did you strike that from the record?
Did you really want to come on today and do this show again?
No. Do they really want to hear it again? Well, you better, damn it, you guys, you better go after him. You better go out. Look, okay, he ain't gonna fix nothing. Ain't gonna fix nothing. You name the person, and I'll say what that's a great exercise to start it off.
Okay.
You name the person, or you name the focal point of the football game, and I'll just give you my first thoughts.
Jerry Jeudy.
Drops.
I was going to say penalties.
Whatever. Drops.
I actually think the penalties were worse than the drops this time.
They were?
He had a drop.
Nothing's worse than the drops.
He had a drop.
Nothing's worse than the drops.
Dylan Gabriel hit him perfectly. Two hands. If they were to show you a highlight, a compendium of drops,
nothing's worse than
videos in the NFL, like the league's best drops. I'm telling you, that drop that he had.
That was not the best drop of the game, though.
But it was a damn good one.
Which one? There were three I counted.
Well, one technically wasn't a drop, but it pelted Isaiah Bond right in the...
Yeah,
right,
that was the one. That was the one. Every now and then, I play my college...
And then the receiver got mad because he didn't turn his head towards the quarterback.
I see that, and I thought of my college football video game that I play. NCAA.
I thought of second graders playing football.
Yeah, NCAA 12. I swear to God, that happens in the game. You'll throw a slant, and it'll just bounce off their helmet. And you're like, well, what is this, a glitch?
Right
and it bounced off his helmet. So
they
saw
told
that.
him to run the route. He ran the route. You didn't tell him to do anything else.
Harold Fannin had a drop, which I felt bad for. David Njoku had a drop. There was consecutive drops at one point where I just go, what the hell is the point of any of this? I stopped taking my notes after the third quarter. I need to know, give me a name, and I'll tell you what I think, because it probably hasn't changed from last week.
Mm-hmm. Jack Conklin.
Goodbye. I am not saying anything worse than that. I'm not saying anything worse. I mean, I'll do it myself. You want to go down the list? We'll do it.
I'll give you one.
Yeah, keep going.
Quinshon Judkins.
Bright spot. Wait a minute. No, Nick Chubb. You know why? He's more like Nick Chubb than we thought. You give him a handful of carries. You drop back 56 times with a quarterback that's under duress. Okay. He's the bright spot of the offense, and I understand. They were definitely keying on number 10. Without a doubt, they were keying on number 10. But you get down to the ball. First and goal from the 3, was it? Was it first and goal from the 3?
Get him off the field.
Nah, he's got to come off the field. They need to see, somebody from CBS needed to see that. Did they show Quinshon on the sidelines? Because they used to do this really well with Nick. They would show Nick on the sidelines, and people would be going, why is it Nick Chubb out there? Why is it Nick Chubb out there? Why is it Nick Chubb out there? And here we are with Quinshon Judkins and everybody and their brother, and they weren't showing him on the sidelines. Somebody needed to direct it better. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be Scorsese here. Somebody needed to direct it better and show him on the sidelines. And if they did, I apologize. I didn't see it. Somebody needed to show him on the sidelines, because then we could say, where's Quinshon Judkins? Where's Quinshon Judkins? Where's Quinshon Judkins? And I got to this level here yesterday with it, because we're saying the same thing about Nick. It ain't changed. It's not changed. It's all the same. It's all the same stuff. You've done all the same stuff. You're a predictable offense, and that's when you get... I've been waiting for you to say Stefanski. No one will say Stefanski. It's ineffectual. The offense is dead. The defense is not... You're hearing what Miles said. We'll go over Miles' comments in earnest at 6:20, because I got some thoughts on Miles, too. We'll go over his comments in earnest at 6:20, but you're starting to get the groans and the anger from the defense here. It has begun. It has begun. So I look at this and I think, well, all right, the beginning of the season, because it went the way we all thought it was going to be. But as we say, oh, yeah, just because we think it's going to go the way we think it's going to be doesn't mean we ain't going to be mad about it, because you have to be mad about something like that. And you have to be angry about something like that. And you have to have some sort of feeling. So you go into the game next week, this coming Sunday against Miami, a home game against the hapless fish, where Tua Tagovailoa is calling people out for not coming to meetings in the post game. You have all this going for you. You're favored in this game. You don't find a way to win this game. It's like anything's possible, and really anything should be possible, because how could it get any worse? How could it really get any worse? You want me worked up and angry right now? I'm worked up and angry right now, because I don't have anything new to say after this game that I did the last game. So it's all the same. Every day is exactly the same. And I asked you last week, we may have died years ago and are in hell and we don't even know it, because we're talking about the same thing every day. And we're looking for the same people every day, and they ain't walking through the door. Every day. Every day. It doesn't change. The same sentences come out of my mouth every morning. Every morning. And it feels like it's in perpetuity. All right, Ad. Sorry. Go ahead.
I know. I appreciate it. I got to say, like, your emotion and your anger is appreciated, because when it goes the way that a lot of my friends have gone, they are just tuning out. I
can't do it. I can't do it.
They are just I told you 3 weeks ago, I stopped getting texts about the Browns. Like, I've never seen this in my lifetime, where I'm not getting texts where my buddies are like they are doing other things. Like, they're sparing themselves because they knew what kind of a year it was going to be. You were holding out hope. I mean, you got excited right before the season started, because there were some fans going, where's the normal Ken Carman? Where's the Ken Carman that gets us rallying for a cause right before the year?
I should have held firm.
Where's the Michael Stanley? Where is all that?
I should have held firm, and I didn't.
And that's the thing. Like, thank goodness for people like you, because if it were like my friends, I don't know about the health of the organization, the health of the entire franchise.
Thank God for guys like you who are willing to stick their head in the sand and lie to themselves about what they're about to see. Thank God. Yeah, thank God. Thank God for people like me who continue to lie to myself. Yeah, things will change. No, they won't. Nope. Guys, it's different characters. The play's the same. It's a traveling road show. That's all it is. It's Macbeth, just with different people, and it's the same ending every time. That's all it is. I can't believe this is happening at McDonald Hall. I cannot believe this is happening at Huntington Bank Field. It's the same play every single week. And it's been that way for 6 years. It really has. I know they made the playoffs twice. I don't care. Whatever. It's the same thing every single week. Nothing's changed. He hasn't. And the worst thing about it, you watch this offense. I know he had to bring it back because they're so young, and then so you had to dial it back a little. Where's the evolution? Where's the evolution? What has happened in 6 years? You go back to year one. Go back to year one. What has happened in 6 seasons that's been different? Tell me. I need to be educated here. I need to be educated, because if you watch, and we'll start pulling names out of the hats here. Here we go. You watch Kyle Shanahan, you watch Sean McVay, you watch Kevin O'Connell, you watch these guys, things change. Because they know the defenses are going to adjust. They're going to adjust. You don't need to adjust to the Browns. It's all the same thing. It's the same thing as what it was back in 2020. And it's the same now in 2025. And it'll probably be the same thing next week. Before, you kind of had some horses to go out there and execute. It's not shadow games or anything like that. But before, you had some horses that you could go out and execute. Well, you don't. You don't. And it's the same thing every single week. So if they're going to have the same offense every single week, then I'll have to continue to sit here and say the same thing every single Monday.
Well, and yesterday, it was a game where, and Nick Chubb had some of these games in Pittsburgh where they just couldn't run the football, even with our storied offensive line back when it was storied. And the problem is some of those guys are still on this line, and we're talking about 5 years later.
I will be telling some stories about Cam Robinson and KT Levinson someday. They're ghost stories. They're spooky, scary stories, but there will be stories to tell.
But you could tell almost instantaneously yesterday that they were not going to be able to run the football. But that doesn't mean that you abandon running the football. See, that's the one thing about running the football is you can always still do it. Even when you're having a lack of success, you can get a little more creative in the run game.
Drop the rookie back 52 times.
And that's the thing. Where was the creativity in the run game?
There wasn't. You got to drop the rookie back 52 times.
Especially considering when you have Quinshon Judkins and you know how successful he's been early part of the year.
Nope.
that doesn't mean you just have to turn your head, hand the ball off.
Wrong.
There are
You're
other
wrong.
ways to do it.
Yeah, there's other ways to do it, like dropping the quarterback back 52 times.
Well, I know we said, what's the point and what is there to do? Well, at least you can hear Nathan Zagura questioning the Quinshon Judkins game plan.
When you ask aloud, why is Quinshon, and listen, the Browns have to be careful with his usage. They don't want to overuse him, but today is not a day in which he's been overused.
Listen, we've thrown the ball 40 times. We've been sacked 4 times.
Judkins has 10 carries.
10 carries, and the last time he got it in a short yardage situation, he picked up 6 yards. Like, give him an opportunity. You have 4 downs. Give it to your best player. That is your one weapon on this football team.
Now, at the time of the game, I feel better because now I feel better because at the time of the game, he had 10 carries. And so Kevin certainly heard the message and picked up the pace, and he finished with a grand total of 12 carries.
He had 1 target yesterday in the receiving game. 1 target. It's by far your best offensive player, right? I mean, come on. How do you think you're going to go to Pittsburgh and win? What was the formula yesterday to actually go out to that stadium where they never have success? And Kevin and his staff, the brain trust this week, said, I think we got something that we can cook with.
And we dropped him back 52 times
I think we do have something.
Dropped him back 52 times.
They dropped him back 58 times. 52 times the ball left his hands. 6 times he got sacked.
That's a great point. That's a great point. I forgot. He was sacked 6 times, so he dropped back 58. Thank you for correcting me. Because I would have said 52 the entire time. There were 52 attempts. He dropped back 58 times. He dropped back 58 times.
Against that defense.
They dropped back 58 times. Well, the defense ain't even that great.
Then they start cheap
You make
shotting.
them look better.
Yeah.
Then you make them look better.
They were teeing off. I even think Mike Tomlin at one point might have told him, who cares if you get a 15-yard penalty? What's going to happen?
They didn't care.
What's going to happen? Who cares? If you actually...
You got bullied.
If you give the Browns another drive, what are they going to do with it? That game was a 2-possession game. Through a lot of the fourth quarter, it's 2 possession. It finished with a 2-possession game. And at no point did I think they were going to be able to score. I know they did it against Green Bay early in the year. At no point did I think they were actually going to be able to go all the way down and score a touchdown. I never thought that was going to happen.
Here's what I'm going to want later today. Go, when we did at 8 o'clock on Friday, go get that speech, the accidental speech, that challenge I laid down. Tell me if they answered any of it. It's the exact thing I thought would happen.
I think Devin Bush is the only one that heard it.
Yeah. I'll lay the challenge down right now. Here. Because it's going to take guts to go over there and beat him. You're going to have to ask more because you don't have the horses to just go out there and beat him.
That's true.
You might have a couple of good diamonds in the rough right there, but you ain't got the horses. So you got a football team that has finished around 9-8 over the last how many years? That has really just existed over the last how many years with Mike Tomlin. Don't think there's not a chance to go out there and beat him. There's a chance to do it. But are you going to be able to put away the distraction? And not having Joe there, that's fine. But are you going to be able to put away the distraction? And not having Greg Newsome there, of all the conversation that's been going around this week about everything that's not the Pittsburgh Steelers, are you going to be able to compartmentalize that and go beat them? I don't think you can. And they weren't. The challenge is out there. They didn't.
They failed it.
They failed it. It ain't that hard to predict that. So what are we going to do? We'll make more trades this week, and we'll use that as an excuse for next Sunday. Excellent. Outstanding.
Can they trade Njoku if he's if he's banged up all over the place?
If every time he touches the ball, his thigh separates from the rest of his body?
By the way, I was looking at who was the 300-pounder that Pittsburgh they kept getting open.
Darnell Washington, the abominable snowman.
I was looking at him, going, "Is that Njoku's future? Can he gain 40 pounds, 30 pounds? Can he gain that much weight to get there and just play the position?" Because I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, it was amazing.
That guy was running free on our defense yesterday. If you're wondering a level...
Play one.
If you're wondering... So think about it. That's so funny. You issued the challenge. I asked, what was the formula all week? What was it that the brain trust and all the smart asses, they got together and they connected DePodesta and they say, hey, can you get it on the Zoom call?
You won't believe.
And then when they put that together, I asked what the formula was. Pittsburgh's like, I know what our formula is. First play of the game. Throw to the 340-pound tight end.
I know they can't fix that this season, but DeJuan Jones, get him back in here.
Holy cow.
Hey, you won't believe what he's listed at. Don't look. I think I get no.
They brought it up on the TV broadcast yesterday.
The game notes that Pittsburgh sends out are that thick. They bombard you with stats, so you don't ask him any more questions. So I had to take it down a little bit. Take a guess at where he's listed on that roster.
Oh, tell me they have him at like 275.
He is at 264 on that roster.
Because they only put
my driver's license is
on there. Yeah,
that's amazing. 264, my ass.
Holy cow.
I tell you, he's a great athlete. He ran like the wind. That ain't a fat joke, but there ain't no way he's 264. Good for him. Good for them. Great. Got to play the Renegade. Got to see that coming back from break. Again, it's a play, and we played our role. We did our role.
Do you think our friend, Iron Eagle, who comes on the show, who he may be a sabbatical right now, what do you think he was saying to whoever hands out the assignments at CBS?
Has J.J. Watt ever done a Browns game?
No, I don't think so.
That was it.
There ain't no way Iron Eagle and Evan Washburn didn't look at him this week and go, wait until you get a load of this.
We've been here.
You've been on the field for it. Wait until you see it from the booth. It is something to behold. You'll get used to it.
He was probably saying, hey, any of the fun, colorful stuff we have about this game, don't use it early. We're going to have a fourth quarter where we're going to have to get it all in.